open the sports page with the Orlando Sentinel and FM 96.9 The Game's Mike the Bulldog Bianchi.
On JRR.
All right, good morning there, Bulldog. How are you, man?
I am doing great. The sports page brought to you by Hard Rock Hotel, Daytona Beach, the perfect weekend beach getaway, not even an hour's drive from downtown Orlando. Right now, they have a Florida residence offer, 20% off room rates, and a $50 food and beverage gift card. Make your reservations at hardrockhotels.com/Daytona Beach. How about Baker Mayfield? How about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for the second straight week? Baker Mayfield takes them down the field at the end of the game. Last night, it was an 11-play, 80-yard drive capped off by Rachaad White. Two-yard touchdown run. 6 seconds left. The Bucs beat the Texans 20-19. Last week, you'll remember, he takes them down the field against the Falcons, hits Emeka Egbuka with 59 seconds left. That gave them a victory over the Falcons. You want to talk about a guy who has changed his entire reputation. He used to be the little first-round flop in Cleveland who was a bust, who was a brat, and now he's the feisty comeback kid, Baker Mayfield, in Tampa. He's awesome.
Hey, I said from the get-go, Baker in for the win.
I've liked him ever since he lived in the stadium for those commercials.
Those were great. They have to redo it for the Bucs Stadium where he's like on the pirate ship.
You never know.
You know what he always does? He always has one big scramble. Like he had I think it was like a 14 or 15 yard scramble on the game winning drive last night, and then he gets up and bows up. It's awesome. I love the guy.
Yeah,
I love the guy.
Hey, how about Tom Brady in the coaching booth in Vegas as he watched his Raiders fall to the Chargers in the nightcap?
Yeah, they needed Tom Brady out on the field,
right?
The coaching booth,
right? Yeah,
20-9. The Chargers and the cheating Jim Harbaugh beat the Raiders last night, and I'll tell you what, I make fun of Harbaugh for being a cheater at Michigan, but he is a hell of a football coach. There's no question about it. He's got the Chargers on the right track. Justin Herbert looks like a real quarterback now, threw for a couple of touchdowns last night, ran for some yards as well. Do you have a problem with Brady being a Fox analyst and having the headsets on in the coaching booth last night?
Do I have a problem?
Yeah.
I don't.
I guess it's Tom Brady, so he can get away with anything, but it's sort of a conflict of interest, right? This guy shows up at games, a couple of days ahead of time, talks to the coaches, I don't know.
What do the news media critics like to say? It's bad optics.
Oh, God.
Bad optics.
Well, it's not bad optics. It's a conflict of interest. You're covering a team. You're supposed to be unbiased. You're covering a league. I'm old school journalism, so just call me an old fart.
Oh, I get it.
No, I totally get where you're coming from.
I've heard others say it.
So, anyway, other NFL news, some injuries. Joe Burrow, we talked about this yesterday. He's definitely out now, probably for more than 3 months. Hell, they may shut him down for the season. He's going to have surgery. He has torn ligaments in his toe, so he's out for 3 months. That just buries the Bengals, who started out 2-0 for the first time in forever. Jaden Daniels could be out, the Washington Commanders quarterback. He's on a day-to-day basis. He injured his left knee. J.J. McCarthy, the Vikings quarterback, looks like he's going to be out for 2 to 4 weeks with an ankle sprain. So those are the and by the way, Dan Marino, the great Dolphins quarterback, he shared some news yesterday. I guess he has some sort of liver disease.
He has fatty liver. Liver, yes.
Yeah. So he shared that yesterday. It looks like it's not life-threatening at the moment, so hopefully he'll be okay. Some other good news on the health front, though. Ethan Pritchard, the Florida State football player from Sanford Seminole High School, who was shot a couple of weeks ago, he's been in the hospital, unconscious. He actually opened his eyes yesterday. There's a story in the Sentinel about it. So that's good news. It looks like he's making some progress in the hospital up there. By the way, did you guys see the Brian Kelly, the LSU coach, after they beat Florida the other night? The first question in his press conference was about his struggling offense. And he just went off and ripped the reporter. He's like, really? That's your first question after we just won 20-10? You want to talk about our struggling offense? And he just went off on the guy. He apologized yesterday. I don't think he should have apologized. I thought it was a terrible question. And that's coming from a member of the media.
Wow.
Your coach, you just win a big game and the hometown reporter wants to talk about the struggling offense. Can't you at least sort of ease into that question later in the press conference?
Just rip the Band-Aid off, right?
Yeah.
Hey,
go watch the clip. He just barbecues the guy.
I bet Phillies Karen is real happy today. Phillies clinching the NL East with their win over the Dodgers.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. They beat the Dodgers, which is an accomplishment in itself, and they're the first major league team to clinch their division, so good for the Phillies. Other news in sports, let's see. I know you guys are following the WNBA playoffs. Who do you got, by the way, Taco Bob? Look, can we go to the WNBA desk?
Nah, there's no WNBA desk. They couldn't afford it. No, since Caitlin's out, it's reality. I am not watching.
There you go. That's the only name he knows in the WNBA is Caitlin Clark, isn't it, Taco?
Mike the Bulldog Bianchi. You can hear him weekday afternoons with his co-host Brandon Kravitz on Game On, starting at 3 on FM 96.9 The Game.
Happy birthday to the great Richard Marks. Also, Peter Falk. What a show Columbo was. Oh, oh.